Hello everyone, this is Scott Caruso from Java 1 1307 here with my week 3 discussion video. Let's get right down to it since there's a lot to cover this week. This has probably been one of the most difficult weeks that I've had since entering Full Sail, and one of the only times I can really remember saying to myself that I don't feel like it's worth it, and I want to just throw in the towel and quit now. Between how difficult this week's work went for me, and it still didn't meet the high expectations I have for myself, and trying to combine that with 60 hours a week that I'm working at my job to try to get our next release of our game out to the public. It's been a nightmare, and I'm really reevaluating whether or not I want to continue on or not. For this week's project, I started. I did more work with the Cloudant database. I actually set up my own custom database in Cloudant to store users' softball statistics. So that's the API I'm using. I'm using their API to get and push data. Unfortunately, as I'll show you in my code, I might have bitten off more than I can chew, because I can get data no problem. I can display it. I can manipulate it. However, I'm not able to push it back up to Cloudant yet. I think that's one area of Java that I'm not familiar enough with, and I'm struggling with. So I still haven't actually submitted the assignment yet, because I'm going to try one more thing after I get this video done to see if I can get it to work. But as of this moment, it's not actually pushing data to Cloudant. I'm able to take the JSON data and manipulate it and create a new object that would overwrite what is existing on the database, but unfortunately it doesn't actually push there. I don't know what the problem is yet, so I need to investigate, but it looks like that's going to be a miss, because all I can do is manipulate and then show the newly manipulated data, but I'm not pushing it back up to Cloudant yet. Maybe if I had chosen an easier API, things would be better, but unfortunately I didn't. How about we go take a look at the code? So I'm not going to go line by line through the code, because there is a lot of code in this week's assignment, but I will walk you through briefly what the application can do this week. So right now it can go up to the Cloudant database, tell you if a user exists or not in the database. If it can't find the user, it warns you. It gives you the option to search again. The only one that's set up right now is a user called test user. So we search for that one, and then it pulls down information about recent games that player has played and tracked in the database, including calculating batting average and slugging percentage. It then gives you the opportunity to add a new game to the list, at which point you can select the date, the various statistics associated with that game. Let's say you got a 4, let's say zeros for the rest of them, just for purposes of this. And then you can add the game to the database. It properly adds the game to the JSON and then displays it to the user. However, what it does not do is propagate it up to the server. And I'll show you in my code real quick. First of all, you can see I'm using connection verification jar here in the main activity. You can see it right here. It verifies a connection and gives you a warning if you don't have a connection, and lets you proceed if you do have a connection. But anyway, in the when we're doing JSON management, if I can show you that real quick, I've made multiple attempts to push data up to the Cloudant service that have been unsuccessful thus far. I'm going to try one more after I finish recording this video, but as we speak right now, I am unable to push data to Cloudant. I can just pull from Cloudant and manipulate the data within the application. This has been my moderately successful, but wholly ultimately a failure of a week 3 project. I hope everyone had a good week, and I will talk to you again for week 4.